Bluetooth pulse meter by Group9. In this project, we focus on designing a pulse meter based on Arduino Duo. It will test the heartbeat and transmit the data to an Android application. The functions are as follows. First is detect the heartbeat waveforms and calculate the heart rate. Second is the low heart rate alarm, which implies cardiovascular disorder. We use the Bluetooth function to connect the Arduino board with an Android smartphone. The last function is the Android application to communicate with Arduino Duo. The application is able to connect and communicate with the board. It will display the BPM values, which are calculated by the Arduino board. Here is the design scheme. The pulse sensor is a kind of light sensor. It can detect the light amount penetrating through your fingertips. This is how the original waveforms are collected. After that, the sensor will transmit the data into analog pin of Arduino board. We will transform the data and calculate the heartbeat. The Arduino board is able to communicate with the Android application. When I click in the application, it will send a request to the Arduino board, and the board will respond with the heartbeat value, which is displayed in the application. Here are some problems we encountered during the project. First is transforming the analog waveforms to digital data. We tried many times to avoid noise and want to get better data. The second problem is the AC input of Arduino board. Since the signal of fingertips is very small, when using AC adapter, the waveform would be interfered by the power frequency noise. The solution is to use battery power instead of the AC adapter. Next is the calculation of heartbeat based on the analog data. This costs us lots of time to find out the method of transforming waveforms to heartbeats. The last problem is the Android application. Since the time is urgent, we can only finish an application with simple functions. The debugging of application is complicated, and it also costs us lots of time. After the initial design, we have to test the function of every part individually, such as the calculation of heartbeats, the communication between the board and smartphone. The function of Android application should be tested independently. And at last, every part should be combined and tested.
Here is the Arduino board with pulse sensor and Bluetooth module. This is the pulse sensor. It has 3 pins. This is the signal pin, which connected to the analog input of the Arduino board. When we use it, we have to put the sensor and fingertip in the circle. This is the Android smartphone. This is the application. We can turn the Bluetooth switch on and off in the application. Since I have to see the serial output on the computer, so I didn't use the battery to power the Arduino board. Now repower the Arduino board and open the serial monitor. Now press the search device button We can see the board is on the list now. Press it, we will jump to another activity. This is the main function of this activity. When I press the test pause button, it will send number 1 to the Arduino board, and the board will send the calculated BPM value through the Bluetooth serial. When I press it the first time, we can see a low heart rate alarm, because at this time there are no BPM values. And press it second time. We can see 59. This is the BPM value. We can see it on the serial monitor here. This number 1 is sent by the application, and 59 is received by the application.